Watch out, watch out, watch out. Crazy cat. Hello, my victims. Hey, Jerry. Is this working? Yes, it's working. Okay. Come on. Don't fight me. There we go. It's a nightmare. Literally, it's a. I'm late starting the stream because I've spent the last 3.5 hours on the phone, just trying to get somebody to get me to the right place, and you gotta stay calm and not drive to wherever their office is and throttle them. You really, really want to. This last lady's just giving me nothing but attitude. I have to bite my tongue and just take it because I need their help. So I screwed this up too. The print came out great. Even the overhang I was worried about right there, because it prints like this, that printed perfectly, even that overhang. But yeah, this came out absolutely wonderful, nice and strong. There's no buckling, there's no creaking. You know, the new yin yang pattern, hourglass pattern works fantastically. It's so strong, and the motor mount doesn't fit. For the life of me, I can't get the motor mount to go in, even though I scaled it right. And it turns out I'm just an idiot. Because the start point doesn't continue all the way out. That's why it won't go in. It's like trying to push it in this way. The threads hit, so it won't fit. Now, of course, I remember now why I have two different cut tools. One for the body and one for the actual motor mount. That's because these threads need to continue up higher so that they actually exit the cylinder in the model, so that there's actually an entry point for these start points to actually engage. Duh. The skilled nursing facility Michelle is at, apparently the insurance company decided they're only going to pay for 14 days. Now, I talked to the administrator assistant on Thursday last week, and they told me Michelle's fine, that she's not scheduled for discharge, and that she'll see what you can do about getting her stay extended, because I told her I cannot take care of Michelle unless she can walk. I was like, if Michelle can walk, I can do anything I need to do. But if Michelle can't walk, I cannot care for her. I mean, she's over 300 pounds. Even when I was playing football in high school, I couldn't lift a 300-pound person. They're like, well, they were going to throw her out of the facility. They were going to go dump her at the ER, the hospital. And thankfully, I started calling everybody I could to find out what the hell I could do. And finally, her doctor actually said, I'm going to take the 10 minutes to actually do something instead of just yapping. And he called I guess he called and threatened them because what they were doing is, stop it. He called and threatened them or something because it lit a fire under their ass, that's for sure. And because he said what they were doing is unethical, illegal, and malpractice. That they have to release her into a safe place. And dumping her into ER for them to just send her back to rehab is not taking her to a safe place. And he said they're supposed to have a coordination of care process, which they obviously don't have or didn't use, because on Thursday night, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, she tells me Michelle's fine. She's not on the discharge list. Friday morning, they walk into her room and said, "You go home today." I find out when Michelle calls me and says they're trying to discharge me. And the doctor called them up and said, the coordinator said, "Well, Michelle said she wants to go home." And he says, "Michelle's mentally retarded. She can't make that choice." She doesn't know better. Of course she wants to go home. So they're keeping her there for now. And I'm trying, what I need to do now is to switch her Medicaid from regular Medicaid to institutional Medicaid, which will provide for long-term care, meaning more than 30 days in a facility. They'll care for her as long as they need to until she can walk again, and then they'll transition her back to home. The problem is, I'm not her legal guardian. And I keep slamming into these goddamn walls. "We're not authorized to talk to you." She's mentally retarded. She can't complete this process. The likelihood of Michelle successfully completing this process is precisely 0. It's not 50%, it's not 10%, it's not 1%, it's 0. There is 0 probability of Michelle completing this process. Kill the damn thing, cat. Kill it. You got another mouse. And this one's lively. You need to kill the damn thing, you stupid cat. I'm not legally her caretaker. I am physically her caretaker. I take care of her. But legally, on paper, she's an independent adult. I do not have legal authority over her. And that process is involved, long, and it's not free. I have to go to court and get a power of attorney for health, and there's fees associated with that. It takes time. I need to make sure she's cared for now. Her doctor is taking steps. We're getting her a care coordinator through BCBS. That should be a pretty big step. I have all the paperwork that the administrator asked for, and now I'm waiting for her to call me because I have no way of contacting her. I got a form so that her insurance company will talk to me. Would you please kill the goddamn thing? He puts his body on it and sits on it instead of killing it. Ah, oh, damn it. You back up again, I'm going to kick your ass, cat. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to get the mouse away from him so I can flush it. So while, yes, everybody knows that I'm caring for Michelle legally, I'm not legally her guardian. And of course, I have to be careful with that because I have to make sure that I'm only legally her caretaker for health. I can't be financially responsible for her Because if I'm financially responsible for her, this is what a lot of people want. They want me to be financially responsible for her because then they have two people they can sue and go after. That's why the bank wanted me to co-sign her account, because then if she ends up with a negative $6,000 balance, they can go after her, who they know is insolvent, and then they can come after me because they know I have a house. So I have to be careful of that, because otherwise these people will come after my house. They'll come after my home. I have to be very, very careful with that. I love how the administrator's like, well, we'll provide a wheelchair. I live in a mobile home. She's going to need a bariatric wheelchair because she's too big for a regular wheelchair. That wheelchair will not fit through a single door in this house except for the front door. And also, I have a time restriction. I got to get this done in a timely manner, so like they're not giving her the PT she needs correctly, and she needs that daily. Otherwise, she's just going to regress and not get better. Oh God, I just need her to be able to walk, and I can bring her home. And I can't even go see her very often. I can only go twice a week because all I have is the gas money my brother is giving me, because I have no money for gas. My budget has zero for gas in it. It's driving me absolutely insane. It's one thing after another, just non-stop. What are you gonna do? But I have to make sure she gets taken care of. I gotta make sure they don't stick her in a hole somewhere. What kind of life would that be? Screw that. All right, how do I fix this part? I know what I need to do now. I spent hours trying to figure out why this doesn't fit, and then it hit me. And I was like, it's such a dumb error. So, why do I have three of these? This is the one that needs to be fixed. So that's the plug. Not what I want. I need the plug. There's the plug. Which plug is that? That's it. Okay. So let's hide this. Okay. Can I grab this and hide it? I can't grab it all. Hide it. So what I need to do is I need to take this, duplicate it, and I need to bring it down but keep it aligned. So I need to be over here like this. I might be able to, but I'll compromise its structural integrity if I do that, so I probably won't. Here we go. I need to take this. I need to bring it down so that lines up with that. Why won't you move? Why? Why? What? Why? Why'd you do that? Why'd you jump? Urgh. See? I'm clicking and it's not accepting it. You know why? Because it's too close to this. bounding boxes were overlapping. There. So now I need to bring everything back. I need to hide this. I think I can simply select all of this and join it. I'll show you what it does in a second. Yeah, I might be able to, melt or chip away at this to allow entry. And of course, when I reprint this, I'll just reprint this little section here and see if it fits. Okay, so you can actually see it here. This is a straight cylinder. You can see this is the entry, but the entry does not extend outside of the cylinder. That was my failure. So what I need to do is this. See how now it continues out to here? So I should be able to just do that. And there we go. Now we have clean exit. See how the exit now goes all the way out into the this angled part? Now there's an entry. What the hell is that? Oh man, it put holes in it. I have to redo the shape. Shit. It's gonna be over here too. Yeah. Yeah, my I forgot about that. I know what I need to do. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna break this apart. I'll break it apart again. So I need these to go away. I need this 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 to go, this here to go away. Okay, this is what I need. These pieces right here are the ones I have to play with. Okay. Need those to go away. I need that to go away. These should be one. Yes. Okay. So now I have just my stilts. Okay. I should be able to break this apart. Oh shit. What I can undo? No, I can't. You can't undo a hide. I do it all over again. Hide. 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 And hide. There. So I need to take this. I need to break it up. There it is. That's what I need right there. Okay. Now I take that. Take this, Control D it, and I just drop it down to the same way I did the other one, like take that, hollow, hollow. Now I take that, join it. No, do not select everything else on the goddamn board. Like, why? Then I take this, make it hollow. Now I can show everything and join everything. That should work, yeah. That should do it. Yeah, Tinkercad's a nice environment. I mean, it's very easy. It's very intuitive. That's the issue there. It's intuitive. And no holes. It worked. Nice. So now I have an entry point right there, which means it'll now thread in. Hey, SBC3D. Okay, that should do it. Now for that, I'm going to print just this section here, make sure it fits before I reprint the whole thing. Okay. ARD. Okay. I can also work on a one-piece fin can instead of having it modular fins. I also want to work on the other end. How do I want to do that? I know how. Oh, I can't do that. It would have to be an insert. Huh. The modular is not compatible with non-modular. See, I can't put threads in here because it'll interfere with this. That's why this has to stop here. So I have room for the threads. Because this needs to be clear path. Otherwise you can't slide the fin in and out. The only way I could do it is if I made the inside diameter here smaller and added the threads on the inside, which is probably what I should have done from the get-go. But I wanted to make this bigger and beefier. And then I also have to figure out how to integrate it with, I guess the easiest thing to do would be to make a plug. To make a small plug that you would glue in place and then you could thread the parts together. It's a very kludgy solution, but it could work. It's not elegant at all. Although I only need it for this part. The rest of the parts aren't going to have the slot, so the rest of the parts can be normally threaded. So I'd only need a plug for this half. The rest of the cans would be normal. Okay, let's try that. How do I want to do this? Probably the easiest thing to do is to duplicate it and process. Control D. apart. So I don't need these anymore. Okay. However, now this needs to be redesigned. And I believe it's 24 degrees. These are saved as a group. Let's do a master ring. See radius. What I'm doing now is I'm installing a master ring so I can perform a rotation maneuver. So we take this, hide it, take this, hide it, this, hide it, this, hide it. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta do this too. This also needs to be duplicated on both sides. I think I can do that. How do I do this? So it is 40 millimeters, but I want to be able to extend it. And if I want to extend it, I gotta chop it. I think I know how to do it. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this taken care of. Okay, there's my crop. So I need to make this 120. No. It's gonna make that threaded section, but it's gonna have threads in it, so it'll be stronger. Think. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Hi, baby. Okay. So, is that cut? No, it's not. Okay, good. Now, are these separate? Nope, they're whole. So we need to disjoin these. There we go. Now they're in groups of 4. So I should be able to disjoin these. Now I should be able to Control D, join with this, and rotate it negative 24 degrees. That'll put it exactly where I need it to go. I take this, I duplicate it again, I select this, and I rotate it 120. And do it again. There. Okay. Don't you go quiet. By the way, if you go to McDonald's today, in the app, they have 50-cent double cheeseburgers. Okay. So, I should. Okay. Did you get it? Where'd it go? God damn it. You lose the mouse again? I don't know where it went, cat. Let's see. Let's see. And now I should be able to take these two and join them. Why'd you do that? Because you're a dumbass. Why would it select that? Okay, so I should now be able to select this, duplicate it, join it with this, join it. I should then be able to rotate this okay. I should then be able to take this, rotate it 180, and join it with the other copy. There we go. Now I have the cutouts on both ends. Rotate it back around. Make this a hollow. Bring everything back. Now I also need to take this and duplicate it. So let's see, what do I need to duplicate? We gotta take this, hide it, take this, hide it, this, hide it, this, hide it. I need to take all this, join it, that's all together. Control D, expose the parts, select this, join it with this, join. Then take this, rotate it 180, and join. just in case there's the slightest of a difference, rotate it back around. Where's my through wall? Where's my through wall? Okay, oh, I need a through wall now because I no longer have the slot to run through. How do I do that? I know what I need to do, but how do I see it? I should be able to hide this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So one of these needs to go on the outside. Where is the individual one? There should be an individual one. There it is. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, these other ones don't have their pieces added to them. We need to delete this one. Yeah, that needs one, that needs one, and this needs one. So we got to break these apart. Break these apart. Turn them back to solid. Take this. Control D. Select the ring. Why do you keep going away when I click you? Like, why does it do that? 24. Okay. Let me take this, duplicate it again, select this, 120, and then duplicate it again. Now we have all of the internal yin-yang cuts. Now I need an external. Take this one, Control D. Need to bring it over here. That should do it. There. That gets me outside. I take that and I join it with the rest of these. Join. Hello. Reveal. Okay. That should do it. Join. It's not very elegant. But it'll work. Okay. That's it. That's double-ended tube. Okay. Now, how do I make it extendable? I think the way to make it extendable is to cut it into pieces. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Let's get rid of this. let's Control D this. So I need one of these. We need to make this 40 millimeters tall. We need to lift it 40 millimeters and make it 120. Control D. $120. Oh, that's going to be 160. And then make this 40. And then take this, Control D, lower this down to 0. Okay, there's my 3 pieces. Okay. So we take this and we Control D it. There and there. Okay. So now I need a center section. I need a top section. I need a bottom section. I take this, join it. This, join it. I take this, join it. Oh shit, that's outside of bounds. This is out of bounds. I'll bring it inbound. Okay. You shouldn't be out of bounds anymore. Not what I asked you to do. It's not going to let me do it until it's finished processing. Come on. Shouldn't take this long. Okay. Now I take these 3, line them up. They don't have the 120-degree cutouts, so I don't have to worry about them not being aligned. There. So ARD, T1, export, STL, ARD T2, export STL, and ARD T3. Export STL. Okay. Now I should be able to bring these into Simplify 3D and join them. And this should work in Prusa as well. Select. Align, select the model origins, which puts them all where they need to go. Then I group them, which will now allow me to drag them around on the table without, messing them up. And 4, 1, 4, 4. Anything else? 0.2001. Okay. There. That should do it. Let's see if it's clean. Nope, I got a whole bunch of errors. God damn it. I got holes. Where'd the holes come from? I don't see no holes. Oh, man. Where are the holes? There are no holes. It's putting holes in the model. Let's see if the rest of it came out okay. No, same problem down there. Why do I have holes there? The only reason there'd be a hole there is if the parts didn't line up. Let's see if I can force it. All right, most of it goes away, which means it is a thickness issue, which means it's likely an alignment issue. So when I made my mold, I messed something up, which doesn't make sense because I didn't move the original parts. Wait a minute. Did the other one slice okay? never checked that. Come on. Same problem. Yeah, it's in the excess part, the extra threads for the exit. So my two overlays aren't lining up properly. Why wouldn't they line up? Why wouldn't they line up? I gotta look at it. I messed up something. These aren't lining up. It needs to be rotated or shifted just slightly. So the way it works is you have the threads in here, and you have the threads on here, and this part here actually has two of, imagine this is a cut tool, and you put it in there and you cut it out, and when you cut it out you get that. Okay, there's actually two. There is one for these threads that this goes into, and then there's one for this insert on the outside here that's offset 0.8 millimeters on each side, so 1.6 or 0.4 millimeters on each side, 0.8, so 1.6 millimeter total. What's happening is, so you have this here and you have this here, and that's your cutout, and the cutout is offset, so it's getting too close either here or here. And so what happens is the slicer says, okay, that's too thin. It just erases that part of the model, and that's why you end up with a hole in the model. Hey, Francis. Hey, Ed. So somewhere in here, I misaligned them. I have an alignment failure somewhere in here. Oh. This should continue as well. It should continue to here. Yeah, I messed that up. That's all messed up. I'll have to start from scratch. I totally boogered that. You're going to have to delete that and start from scratch. Trying to correct it is going to be a nightmare. It'd be a lot easier to just fix it. This needs to be complete. On here it needs to be short, but on this piece it needs to be complete. Because those threads aren't going to, oh yeah, well. Yeah, this line in there. Yeah, it's the same shape. That's fine. Let's see. What else can I do? Oh, so this is coming apart. So I gotta make sure, see if that was either under extrusion or if I messed up the scaling the model. Hey, Mike. I stopped with the phone calls to income support and health department for Michelle just because I keep getting the same person and they don't seem to want to help me. And I got to the point where I just hung up. I can't yell at them because I need their help. So I just hung up, figure, okay, I'll do a live stream for a little bit, and I'll go back later and I'll call again and hope I get a different person. Because they're driving me insane. She's okay, but the facility's trying to get rid of her because the insurance doesn't want to pay anymore. And I got to switch her insurance over to institutional Medicaid so that they'll pay for long-term care. And I'm having difficulty doing that because I'm not her legal guardian. And so the moment they figure that out, they don't want to interact with me anymore. They told me to upload a signed letter saying my brother can act on my behalf. I did that. They say it's not there. Even though I can see it there, they say it's not there. What can I do? Argue with them? So I figured I'll hang up. I'll call back in a couple hours, see if it got uploaded. Oh yeah, I can see I got a little misalignment here. See how these don't quite line up? I bet you that's where the break is on the inside. So yeah, I gotta fix that. It's a pain in the ass, man. These people are driving me so crazy. She got real sick, lost so much blood it almost killed her. She had a hemoglobin count of 3, and the doctor said if she wasn't obese, she'd have died. That she couldn't have survived that much blood loss except for the fact that she was overweight. So she had excess blood in her. They fixed that, but because she was in the hospital bed so long without getting up, she can't stand and walk now without help. And the problem is I can't care for her unless she can walk because I can't pick up a 300-pound person. I just can't. There's nothing I can do about that. I cannot pick up a 300-pound person. And they wanted to dump her back at the ER, and the ER would just send her back to rehab. And so now the doctor and the insurance companies are fighting to. She's still at the rehab, thankfully. The doctor yelled at the rehab center. I guess he threatened them because what they were doing was illegal. They were trying to get away with it. Well, in-home care doesn't work if she can't walk. She's got to be able to walk. She needs round-the-clock care, not just once a day or once a week. She literally she can't stand up, so she can't go to the bathroom. She can't come out and eat, and in-home care is after she's more able to walk. Then they can have an in-home physical therapist come and help take care of her. Right now, she needs skilled nursing care. She needs nursing home care until they can give her enough PT that she can walk again. And, it's driving me crazy. I have to be careful with everything this administrator says because her objective is to get rid of Michelle, not help Michelle. So I have to make sure that whatever we do is in Michelle's best interest, not just their financial best interest. And, the wheelchair that she would have to use because she's heavy, she need a bariatric wheelchair, won't fit through any door in my house. The only door it might fit through is the front door. Every other door in the house is less than 36 inches. So the bariatric wheelchair won't fit through any of the doors. Which would mean to get her around the house, I would have to somehow pick her up, fold the wheelchair up, put the wheelchair through the doorway, unfold the wheelchair, and put her in it. I'm not going to get anything on the GoFundMe. Yeah. But 10 people will look at it. You have to have a user base for GoFundMe's to have any chance of working. And the CHW is trying to get me some assistance to because I'm 2 months behind on electric, I'm 4 months behind on the water, 2 years behind on my property taxes, and I just can't keep up. I need a goddamn job is what I need. So, but my body's in a bad enough condition that I can't stand for 8 hours. So all the local jobs are retail positions, and you got to be able to stand, and I can't stand that long, and they're not going to let me sit down every half hour. And so I need either a work at home job, like an online job, or I need a sit down job, a desk job. And so far, every goddamn online job I found is a scam. I haven't found a single one yet that's legitimate. They're all scams. Commission jobs. That's just another word for scam. Oh, you're going to work for us for free, and if you happen to sell whatever crap we're peddling, you'll get a commission. Yeah, that's called slavery. What are you going to do? I can only go visit her twice a week because I have no gas money. I have no funds to put in the gas tank. Logan is sending me money. He's sending me $50 a week so I can put gas in the car. It's a 70-mile round trip every time I go there. Oh, man. Nightmare fuel. It's just freaking nightmare fuel. I'm trying to find something else to do on this stream because I don't want to go back to the phone calls. Because I know I'm going to spend the next 4 or 5 hours on the phone calling this department and that department and this department to get this done and that done. Just to have them say, well, you're not Michelle, so we can't talk to you. What form do you need? And I get that form filled out, and just makes me want to. What are you going to do? I don't know. I'll figure something out. Is today produce day? No, I think produce day was last week. Yeah. It's not till next week. Okay. Every other Wednesday they have a Roadrunner thing where they bring like extra vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, and you go up and you get what you want for free. So I go and get that. Last time I got carrots and mangoes. But this is coming out nice. I just gotta make a few corrections. I gotta correct the threads, and once I get the threads corrected, it'll thread in. But it's very strong. There's no creaking whatsoever. I mean, look at this. There's nothing. I mean, it's so strong. Damn. That really is impressive how strong that is. I wonder if this is as strong. Nope, that one creaks a little bit. But I expect that because that's using regular cuts. But even that barely does anything. That's just impressive. That a vase mode print can be that strong. You can see the pattern I created in there. It works so well. I think I might start over and go with a 4-inch airframe instead of a 3-inch airframe so that I could put the threads on the inside so I don't compromise this pattern here. I'll have to figure out how to go, instead of trying to integrate it, I might just make it a plug. So you'd print a little plug that'll just insert in here, and then that'll have the threads. So you just epoxy a plug in there, and then your parts will join together. And this way, if you don't want it to be modular, you can just sleeve it. You can put a coupler in there and join the two halves together permanently. Or you could print the threaded plugs and make it modular. That might be the better way to go. Instead of trying to keep hacking this together and make it work. I mean, I know the design is sound because I can see it now. But the whole thing would be a lot stronger if I separated the two parts. So I might do that. I might make... so instead of this threading into this like this, I would have... this would be this all the way through. No threads. And then there would be a piece that you would go glue in place, and then that piece would have the threads that would allow something like this to thread in place. I think that's going to be the better way to go. Just go to a 4-inch airframe, because that'll give me the space. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. It won't be that bad an amount of work either, because all I have to do is do this one time, and then rotate it. And the 24 degrees works well, which makes it lighter. I was able to take, 15 grams off by going 24 degrees instead of 15. Because it reduced by 3. It took away 3 of those. And that's still stupidly strong. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I like 3 inches. It's a nice size. I might continue working with 3 inches later, but I think I'm going to just jump to 4 inches. It'll just give me a lot more room. So I want to be able to put a big motor in this. I want to be able to drop a K in here, and just blast this thing to the stratosphere. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I can start off simple with simple epoxy sleeves. This way I can just get a model built. And then as time allows, I can develop the threaded plugs to allow it to be also modular. But right now, I need a model done. I need a model that's good. I need a model I can sell. Instead of trying to perfect, I'm just wasting time, not getting nothing done. And I need to make it work. Get rid of the MRS, integrate fins, just make a nice, heavy-duty, high-power rocket that people can blast into the fucking stratosphere and just make it work. Yeah. Get a model built that I can sell. And then later on, I can make the more complicated, modular, nicer, fancier models. But right now, I'll just get a model done. So that's what I want to do. I think people and the Gary from Aerotech, he seemed to think that he wanted a 4-inch airframe because he wanted more space inside here. I should also see if I can make the difference between the two walls less. Like, how thin can I make this and still have the strength? I think if I go too thin, I lose the advantage that the spring effect. Because these shapes, they act like springs. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on video, but if you watch there, see how it closes? It acts like a spring. So it makes the wall tougher. So instead of just being rigid and cracking, the wall gives a little bit. And that give will allow it to survive impacts. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a complete model done. Screw this modular stuff. Just get a model done that works. And then worry about making a modular one. I want to get this implemented. I want to get this into a model that I can sell to people. That just works so nice. So, let's see. All right. It's 1 o'clock. That was Michelle. I'm going to call her back. I will see you guys next week. hopefully I'll have something a little more concrete done. I'm going to try to work on it tonight. It should be simpler. I've already got a fin design done that I know works. I've already got a basic nose cone done. Although I want to try to integrate this into a nose cone to make a stronger nose cone. The trick is I got to figure out how to make this curve. I don't know how to make that curve. I just don't know how to do that. I have an idea though. If I take a slice of a nose cone and I take a torus, and if I can stretch that torus and make it approximately the shape of the nose cone, I can use that torus to cut this into, so basically take a cross section of the nose cone and use that cross section of the nose cone as a rib, and then use a torus to put that shape into the rib. Hi, were you trying to pat me? Because I'll kick your butt if you try to pat me. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Probably hungry too. And I'll see what happens. OpenSCAD doesn't work. We haven't figured out a way to do this in OpenSCAD yet. Nobody, at least not for complex shapes. And yeah, it's because of the threshold gapping that I need. I need it to be. It has to be exactly right. If it's not exactly right, the model fails. And we haven't figured out how to do that with OpenSCAD, except for straight tubes. Someone figured out how to do one for straight tubes, and but not if there's any kind of bend, twist, threads, nose cone curve, anything like that. It fails. It doesn't work. At least nobody's figured that out yet. All right. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I know. I know. You just want loving. He's a good boy. Yeah. Come here. There you go. Hi. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, come here. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. All right. I got a scat. I only got 4 hours left before all these people close, so I got to start calling again. Hope it's a different shift. Hope I get a different person who is more reasonable, or hope the form I uploaded got uploaded. And my biggest bottleneck is that I'm not her legal guardian. And so, once we encounter sensitive information, they don't want to talk to me anymore. They don't care about the fact that she can't do this. And when I'm online, I could just pretend to be her. It's no problem. But when I'm on the phone, I can't do that. And, because, as soon as I say Michelle Taylor, they're going to say, okay, who's this? Because I'm obviously not Michelle Taylor. And stop it. I'm going to pop you again. So, see, I keep trying, keep working the problem. Her doctor's also doing things on his end. Stop it! All right, I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get something done. I want this model to be finished. I've got the hard work done. The hard work is this. I'll even forgo the removable motor mount. I'll just make a 29mm version, or actually, I'll probably make a 54mm version, and then you can put an insert in to convert to 38 or 29, or just make 3 different versions of the fin can, and one for each motor size, and you print the size you need. And but that way I can fully integrate it into the model. But that's it. I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great day.